Hi there, in the mood for egg biryani? Let's make my go to egg and potato biryani, all from scratch. It turns out light and fragrant and is enjoyed by everyone. Watch this detailed recipe and you'll be able to make it perfectly yourself. Did you subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon for the latest updates? Let's begin with the biryani masala. You'll require about 3 to 4 black cardamoms, a tablespoon of green cardamom, 1 or 2 star anise, 3 or 4 cloves, mace flower or jaifal, 1 bay leaf, couple of pieces of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of black peppercorns and a tablespoon and a half of coriander seeds. I have roasted all the spices on low heat to release their aroma. It's time to grind them. That's done. I'm using 2 cups of basmati rice. I washed the rice thoroughly and then soaked it in water for about 15 minutes, drained the water and let it rest on the strainer itself. To cook the rice, we are going to use a couple of bay leaves, a stick of cinnamon, 1 black cardamom, some mace or javitri and a couple of star anise. So the water is heating up. I'll just add in the whole rice spices. That will add fragrance to the rice and a teaspoon of salt. As soon as it starts to boil vigorously, add in the rice. So we'll cook it till it's 70% done and we'll cook it again with the potatoes and the egg. I'm using 1.5 liters of water, that's 3 times the amount of rice, so that the rice gets a lot of space to dance in. Can you see the dance of the rice? So it's been about 5 minutes now that I am boiling it, and can you see how the rice has expanded? Look at the grains. That's almost done. So I'll turn off the heat and drain the water. I like to just leave it on a tray or a parat for about 2 to 3 minutes. Some finely chopped onions, about a cup, and some deep fried brown onions, about a cup. Click the link above to see how I made deep fried onions in the koshari recipe. We'll also use a bay leaf, a stick of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, jeera to temper the oil, some dry spices, 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder, dhania, half a teaspoon of garam masala powder, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, jeera, and 1/4 to 1/3 teaspoon of haldi, turmeric. We'll require some grated or paste of garlic and ginger, 1 teaspoon each, some chopped green chilies, some whole green chilies that you could slit, about 6 to 8 boiled eggs, 3 to 4 potatoes, large size cut in half and deep fried for about 3 minutes on low heat. We'll also require some hara dhania, coriander leaves, fresh tomato paste, about a cup, vegetable oil and ghee or clarified butter, this 1/4 cup, dahi or yogurt, 1/4 cup. I'm using a thick heavy bottom pan, 4 tablespoons of the leftover oil from deep frying the onions and a tablespoon of ghee. I'll temper the oil with bay leaf, cinnamon and cumin seeds. You could use shah jeera or caraway seeds in its place. Add in the finely chopped onion, bit of salt. Cook till it gets a light brown color. That's done. Let's add in the ginger, garlic and green chilies, but let me just lower the heat. the tomato paste, and the dry spices. Cook till the oil starts separating. Add in a handful or half of the brown onions, the potatoes, some chopped coriander stalk, and the boiled eggs. So the eggs are cooked. We'll just toss them in the masala or the gravy and take them out. Two teaspoons of the biryani masala that we made. Smells really good. Take out the eggs and keep them aside. Season the potatoes with salt. Add in a bit of water, about a cup. Cover it and let it cook for about 3 minutes on low heat. Let's check on it. The potatoes are almost done. I'll turn off the heat and add in the beaten curd or dahi. Mix it. The gravy is still hot and I don't want the dahi to split. Now this part is done. I had some dried rose petals that I'm going to use. You could also use rose water in its place. Essence of keura. You'll also need 2 large pinches of saffron soaked in 1/3 cup of hot milk. So I'll just take out half of the potatoes and a bit of the gravy. Spread this out. Remove the bay leaf that has done its job. Rice on top. If you like the recipe, share it with your friends and write your feedback in the comments. Saffron milk. The milk also helps in cooking as well as flavoring. Few drops of essence of keura or keura water. This is quite an overpowering smell. Some rose petals, green chilies, coriander leaves, drizzle of melted ghee. Then add in the remaining pieces of potato and also the gravy. Sprinkling of the biryani masala that we had prepared. I'll cover it up with the rest of the rice. Leave out the eggs because the potato and the rice are not fully cooked. So we'll add in the eggs later. Spread it out lightly and we'll finish it off with the saffron milk, keura water, few drops of it all over, brown onions, rose petals, coriander leaves, drizzling of ghee. That's ready to go on dum. Cover it with a lid. I've put it on absolutely low heat and make sure that your lid fits tightly. Otherwise you could seal it with some dough. Now is the moment of truth. Let's take a closer look. The rice is perfectly done. So I'll just fluff it up slightly from the bottom. That smells too good. Let's add in the eggs and serve it out. Serve hot with salad and yogurt on the side. Enjoy!